Hello and welcome to today's video. So this time we're going to be having a look at my collection of original Mad magazine paperbacks. Now I've got a bit of a mixture. I've got some UK first editions and I've got a big collection of USA first editions as well. I by no means got them all, but I've maybe got about a third of them, and they do make fantastic reading, and I think they'll make quite a nice video to have a look at. So that will be the subject of today's video. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Right then, so here is a whistle-stop tour through my collection of original Mad magazine paperbacks. This one is one of the ones that I really like because it's got a 3 shilling and 6pence UK sticker on it. So although it's a reprint of the American book, it is actually like the UK edition of it, and I think these are quite highly prized by collectors on both sides of the Atlantic because they're quite rare. This one, first printing November 1965, a really nice copy of that as well. Out of all the series that Mad do or published, Spy vs Spy and the Sergio Aragones ones are my all-time favourites, but because we've got plenty to get through, I'm not going to hang around. Here's another follow-up file for Spy vs Spy, and I have found that a lot of these books have 5 or 6 different printings, and the real hardcore Mad paperback collectors, they actually try and collect them all, which is well, it's just amazing in actual fact. I mean, really is. Now the majority of these are first editions, but I don't think they all are. Some of them I've just kept because they were nice condition. I just want them to have as reading copies, but I think the majority of them are first editions in most cases. Like this one's a first from 1963, so that's a really early one, isn't it? Good and Mad here. Oh, they're great, aren't they? They are really, really good, these. I remember reading them when I was sort of growing up as a boy. This one's quite nice, but this one's got a British sticker, probably over the original American price. So this is probably an American edition with a British, so it's actually a 6 printing of the American edition, but with a British over sticker on. So once again, that's a bit of a variant in itself. Dirty old Mad. This is, it says Mad number 30 on the side. Another Spy vs Spy. I think that's the original. Oh no, that's the fourth book of Spy vs Spy. Fantastic, aren't they? I've got doubles of almost all of the Spy vs Spy and Sergio Aragones ones just as reading copies because they're so good. Mad Strikes Back. Mad Power there. That's one's got a 25pence 5 shilling UK sticker on. So that's like another little import. The Recycled Mad, a 70pence New England Library sticker on. The Mad Sampler, had that one since I was a kid, that one. The Mad Morality, or the 10 Commandments Revisited. Big thick one, that there's a lot of text in that one, unlike some of the other ones which are just cartoons. The Questionable Mad. Now this is nice. This is a 3 and 6 printed edition rather than a stickered edition. What's the printing history of this one? So first printing 1967 with the UK edition. So that's really nice. That's a proper UK edition of that one. And they're always rather nice to have. Some of my favourites. Let's make these, because the spines of these are works of art in themselves. It's nice to have them all on display. Polyunsaturated Mad, number 31. As I said, some of these early ones come in multiple different variations of the covers. I've seen there's some great, there's a couple of really good Mad Facebook groups which I'm a member of, and some of the people's collections on there are just gobsmacking. They're amazing. There's a UK one again. There was one chap who had different sorts of box sets of Mad, and you wouldn't believe how many variations there were. There must have been, I don't know, 50 different box sets that he had of these books in 4s and 5s. It was just incredible. That's nice. That's got a nice New England Library 125 on the back. First print of January 1984 for Cheap Shots. Inside Mad. This was sort of the later edition of that one. This is a nice one, Like Mad, and it's got 3 shillings and sixpence UK sticker on this one. And if there are any American collectors who, if they spot one of these editions, I think that's the one I need, just give me a shout, because you never know. We might be able to come to an agreement. That was a first from 1960, that one. There may be something that we could maybe do a trade with or something like that. It's a World Mad. No, it's a Mad World. Classic. Indigestible Mad. Great, aren't they? The Ides of Mad. That's another one with a Signet 3 and 6 sticker on. 6 print in that, but possibly the first UK. I don't know. Howling Mad. One of my favourites, number 23. Hopping Mad. It's got a 4 and 6 on the front. So once again, probably an original UK printing of this one. 1969, October 1969. Really nice condition, that one. Portable Mad. So over the years, when I've picked these up, and I remember when we had Purple Haze, the shop, when the Mad books used to come in, that's the first from 1970, I used to double check to see if it was one that I actually had or not, and if I didn't, often I would sort of add it to my collection. So this is a collection that probably started when I was really young, best probably at school, and has just sort of expanded really, and I've been adding to it over the years, which is cool. But as I said, I've probably only got maybe a quarter of the Mad books, a quarter to a third, shall we say, of them all. There are so many. I particularly like the early ones, so they're my favourites. This is a nice one, Son of Mad, it's got a British over sticker, 3 and 6. Third printing, November 1960. This is a US one with a British sticker over the front there for 3 and 6. Self-Made Mad. Madvertising. Gonna have to start another row here. Mad in Orbit. That's got 4 and 6 British sticker on. And I hope that you have a look through these and you see a few that you might have had when you were collecting these. The Mad Pet Book. Raving Mad. I said they're quite common. This is a 7th printing, so, but really nice condition. That's probably why I kept it. The good news is Mad books are readily available. This is Don Martin, Mad's Don Martin, 30p sticker on the front. And you can generally, if you keep your eyes peeled, you can generally pick these up quite easily without having to spend too much money, which is good news. The Mad Jumble Book. 150 on the back. Mad for Better or Verse. Got a 4 and 6 sticker on the front there. Nice tight copy. First from November 1968. Interesting to think that's over 50 years old now. This one is part of my Mad collection, but it's not a Mad book. This was an Ace book, Ace D533. It's got a TP 1 and 9, and I think this came out to tie in with the popularity of the Mad books back then, because it's got cartoons and things. Mad Avenue, I guess it's Madison Avenue in New York, 1961. But I keep it with my Mad books because it's sort of, well, I've always had it with my Mad books, to be honest. I don't know a time when it was never not with my Mad book collection, so I've just kept it all together. Making a tiny bit more room here. So Mad's maddest artist Don Martin steps out, an absolute classic. 4 shillings and sixpence. Cool stuff. 9th printing of that one, but a really nice copy of it. The Mad Adventures of Captain Klutz. I have seen certain people, once again on the Mad Facebook pages, they're collecting every single printing of a book, which not just different covers, but every printing, and that to me is just amazing. I mean, I take my hat off to them. Jaffe, Fouls His Nest, another classic. Claude Letters to Mad, illustrated by Jaffe again. My Friend God, Dave Berg. Dave Berg was another one of the classic long-time Mad artists, and he wrote this one as well. That was a second, I think, from October 72. Mad's Dave Berg looks at living. Mad's Dave Berg looks at people. 4 and 6 on the front. Let's get a nice tight copy of that. Great gag on the cover. Just a few more to go. Mad's Dave Berg looks around. 70p on the cover. This is an earlier one. Mad's Dave Berg looks at things, with a 4 and 6 British over sticker on. So US edition with a British over sticker. First print November 1967. Really nice copy of that one as well. Nice and sharp. Mad's Dave Berg looks at the USA with a 4 and 6 over again. 4 and 6 over sticker. So it's an import copy. Third printing dated 1964. Mad's Dave Berg looks at modern thinking. This one's got a 4 and 6 on as well. That was pretty expensive at the time, 4 shillings and 6p. This is a first print. The month I was born, November 1969. Look at that. Just a few more to go. They're my favourites. So Sergio Aragones, Mad About Mad. This has got a 25p, 5 shilling sticker on. A first print from July 1970. Really nice one. Sergio Aragones again in Mad We Trust. Just these are my favourites of them all, I have to say. Incurably Mad and Mad as the Devil is the last of the regular Mad books. That's first print from March 1975. And then this last one was the 50th anniversary reissue of the first Mad book, The Mad Reader. It's just like a facsimile reprint in a new jacket. And this one came out in 2002. I think they went on to do about a dozen of these 50th anniversary editions. And that is my original Mad magazine paperbacks. So there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this little look at my collection of Mad magazine paperbacks. They certainly are a fun thing to collect, and thankfully not too expensive, and they're everywhere. So you can get yourself a few of these without too much trouble at all. If you have enjoyed the video, do please give it a thumbs up. Do consider subscribing for regular vintage paperback coverage, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.